It's the film where the sample, right here, right now, comes from. Right?
Mish and Zach.
Something cool I watched this week. I can't remember it because it was kind of actually 2 weeks ago that I watched it. Have I talked about Strange Days yet?
No.
So I went and watched Strange Days at Acme. This was a film I knew vaguely about it. I thought it was a drama. It's the film where the sample, right here, right now, comes from. Right? So it's Angela Bassett in this film, like throws Ralph Fiennes against the wall and goes, right here, right now.
Angela Bassett does it. I love her.
In the movie, right? And that's the one fact I knew about this movie. And then I saw they were playing it at Acme. Me and Alexi were doing our show at Acme. So I was like, I'm going to go in. I went in on one day off. I was doing vocal rest, so I had to be like,
Did
waving.
you sneak in?
No, like I had to pay.
Oh, okay.
It's a government building.
Did you illegally watch this film?
No, they're very, very fancy there at Acme. And I like went in. And I only learnt 2 weeks ago because of Alexi. It's actually like a cyberpunk film, but not in a way that would put you off, Mish. It's set like it's got one matrixy element, which is like people can record their brain signals and then they hack into themselves. But it's set in the not too distant future. It's Ralph Fiennes as this like underground guy that's like selling these tapes of like you can go into the experience of any other person. So like a person like. It's this thing that it becomes this illicit sort of almost drug trade. Angela Bassett is this limo driver, like martial arts trained person. It's the most incredible performance.
When was it made?
1995, right?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm watching. I'm like, this film. It's not like it doesn't all kind of click, right? So, I can see why it didn't like hit. But the fact that it's not a bigger cult classic, the fact that I'd never really heard of it, it's like. Angela Bassett is so cool. The thing I said in my Letterboxd review is that Ralph Fiennes, I finally understood why that Qantas flight attendant risked everything for him. I was like, oh, I get it.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
That's all I think about.
Literally, I was just like, I never understood. I'm like, for Voldemort? I'm watching this film, I get it. And I'm watching the whole film and I'm like, who directed this? It mustn't have been someone big because I didn't. And then at the end, it's Catherine Bigelow who did.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it was.
Juice Bigelow's sister.
Juice Bigelow's sister.
That's crazy.
And then it's co-written, co-devised by James Cameron. It's this
What's it
fascinating.
called?
It's called Strange Days. And it's like. Just this incredible, and Juliette Lewis is in it, and she's like incredible. I also like got her for it's the three actors. I finally like got them at a much more fundamental level. It's really it doesn't all work, but it's so cool and it's aesthetically so interesting and so of its time. It's made in 1995, but it's set 2 days before the year 2000. So it's like all
Love
about
that.
like
Yes.
you know,
I love that.
And it's somehow in those 4 years, like this crazy technology gets invented, but everything else is just slight decay of society. Catherine Bigelow vibes. So cool. And then the whole time you're watching, I'm like, how am I gonna? And then she says the line. That's the one thing where she says, and it feels like it's higher in the. It is an insane moment where it's like it sounds like she's doing the bit from the song. It sounds like they've dubbed
she
it.
is.
She is. It's insane. Anyway, check it out.
That's so good. And I just want to quickly squeeze in before we announce what we're watching for Leguizamo, a fun Angela Bassett fact.
Yeah.
Literally this morning, my partner and I went and got coffee and we were drinking coffee and put on Kindergarten Cop because it was the first thing that popped up.
Kindergarten Cop.
Dude, she is stewardess number 2. And she comes out and she goes, is everything all right? And it was like seeing a ghost. I was like, that's Angela. It was right before she would have made it big. It was literally,
insane.
she was a featured extra in Kindergarten Cop.
So now imagine
a great
that
movie.
feeling, but one line is a sample from a Fat Boy
Oh, I'd
Slim song.
piss myself.
It's insane.
I would absolutely piss myself.
Did the audience, was there an audible sound from the audience when...
I think there was a vibe. It was a very chilled out Monday night screening at Acme, but and of cool people watching a cyberpunk.
Yeah.
So I think it was like,
So there was,
that's going in the Letterboxd review. I think we all said that in unison.
Yeah.
I'll think of a pithy remark about that. for
You
the
all look
Letterboxd
around.
review in unison. 20 people
and you all do a
spread out.
secret handshake with each other.
Oh, we're going to put that in our Letterboxd review.